I've been pretty quiet, honestly, on social media because I've been going to conferences. I've been doing education. There's a lot of new things that you have to learn. Like SEO isn't completely changing, but it is certainly evolving. And so I've been doing probably about 6 hours of education a night. I'm about to finish up a Oxford program about AI and the future of work. There's a lot of people that are concerned AI is going to take their job, Dmitrii. There's a lot of people that are concerned. I hear it from clients. I hear it from team members. Culture's really important. How to use these tools are really important. I can see when I'm doing trainings, I'm trying to do weekly trainings to kind of keep everybody up to speed. They're not comfortable with AI yet. Like they're using it and everybody's on a different curve. But if you're going to stay in this space that's constantly moving, this is like the fourth turning. So the digital transformation happened from the industrial age. Now we're moving into like Web3, the era of AI. Like you got to change with it to keep up, I guess. That's the big takeaway for me. I mean, how are you seeing the landscape change, Dmitrii?
Yeah, that's such an interesting question nowadays. There is so much talk about AI is going to take our jobs, and from from marketers and SEOs to, I mean, more or less any industry nowadays. But I do think that at the end of the day, AI itself is not a threat. It's being complacent. It's
Mm,
being mediocre at what you do. So, um, is if you are as a marketer, as an SEO, kind of doing the stuff that does not stand out, if it is a repetition of the same stuff, which is the 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 AI is going to be taking over all of the mechanical, repetitive type of tasks, everything. And nowadays in marketing industry, it's in SEO industry, it's everything from simple content writing to outreach to um, some kind of technical SEO and audits and whatever else. If all you've been doing is this menial work, I think that's when you're in trouble. And I think in all industries, same way. So if you are not taking your work to the next level as an SEO, I think that's when you're in trouble. And during so for all of the listeners and video uh, consumers out there, as Matt said in the beginning, we used to be, at least, both in Houston area, and during COVID we were all forced to work from home, and that was the time when me and my partners decided to, hey, maybe it's time to go and work fully remote, to save time on commute, to save time on car insurance and all that stuff. And then also it opened up our brand, in terms of hiring, not just to Houston area, but really to the entire world. And last time I checked, now we have team in 16 countries, and it's fairly small team still, like about 30 people or so. Just people took that chance, like, you know what? I always wanted to live in Cancun. All right, I'm going to Cancun now. And I myself always wanted to live in Northeast, and so now I'm in New Hampshire, and so on and so on and so on. And why am I talking about that? As we started talking about being complacent and all that stuff, now whenever I talk to potential hires, potential SEO specialists or marketing specialists or email marketing, whatever the marketing niche that you're working in is, the first question I typically ask is, what's the cool stuff you've been working on? What's something that's not typical? What's something that's stands out? And instead of even kind of show me your resume type of stuff, show me the best project you worked on and how did you use AI as a tool. And I think that's where a good SEO stands out from great SEO specialist. Using AI as a tool rather than, I do everything through AI now, and I work for 2 minutes a day, and I'm golden. So yeah.
So yeah, you brought up kind of two lines of conversations that I think we can go down. Also, for unfortunately, the podcast I did yesterday, no, 2 days ago, hasn't come out yet. And it was with somebody that coaches agencies, and so a lot of like anybody that when this podcast comes out, I would encourage you to go listen to the previous podcast because this is kind of a extension of that. But we were talking about AI taking your jobs and also remote work was really something that towards the end of the podcast, he had a lot of opinions on because a lot of businesses had to change how you work and how you interact. We had a remote team when like pre-COVID for a long time, but it was always like an adjunct added to the team that was working in the office, right? And they were kind of like this extra layer, tertiary layer of what was going on. They weren't fully integrated in what was happening. And COVID helped force that integration to be on a cloud platform that everybody's working on no matter where they're at. And you can do it in the office, you can do it out of it, fully integrating that. He had a lot of great tips for agencies and freelancers working on different projects of how to work together, how to map that, because you don't think about when you go into the office, hey, and you get stuck doing something, you can just tap the person beside you. Hey, show you how to do it. So your SOPs have to be really, really good because some people will just get stuck and wait till they talk to their manager the next time around, or, they might not be working on the right hours, like where the hour allocations are. Like there's a lot of things to consider